Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's look, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do when I sat down, but I knew I wanted to use one of my favorite shades from Nars. It's Nars Pygar. It's like this beautiful greenish glittery look. And this is one of my favorite shades, and I've been using it constantly for the past couple of weeks. So I want to create something along the lines of a cut crease that was pretty simple for everyone to do. So if you want to see how I got this makeup look, please go ahead and keep watching, and please subscribe to my channel. Comment down below what you want to see next from me. Thanks. To start out, I'm taking my Urban Decay Naked 3 palette, and I'm taking this color called Limit. It's a very light pink mauve shade, and I'm taking it on a big fluffy brush and kind of putting it all over my crease area. You don't have to be really precise with this. It's just acting as a transition shade. Next, I'm going in with this darker shade called Nooner, and I'm taking it on a more dense crease brush, and I'm starting out just on the outer corner and moving my way in. So I'm not going to be keeping this on the outer V of my eye. I'm kind of taking it all around that eye socket. So it's just a very rough outline of where that cut crease is going to be. You don't have to be precise for now, but try and keep your lid space clean and just focus on the crease area. I'm using an even smaller crease brush, and I'm dipping it back into Nooner. And here I'm going to be more precise with putting that color in that crease. So I'm just trying to pack that same color all around my eye socket. Don't worry about being too precise. I've seen a lot of tutorials use an eyeliner brush and getting a very precise line. I'm going to go back and clean that up with concealer later. So try and just stay around that eye socket, but don't worry if it doesn't look perfect. Because I'm not using any other shades, I'm really just trying to blend as much of the color as I can and pack it on to get that shadow effect of my crease. Now I'm going in with my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and I'm just taking a concealer brush and outlining pretty much just my entire lid space and trying to go around where I put all of that eyeshadow in my socket. So just try and create a crisp line, and this is a much easier technique than going in with an eyeliner brush and trying to create that line. I find that whenever I've tried that technique, it never really ends up looking the same on either eye. You draw the crease perfectly on one and then a little too high on the other eye. So I like this technique a lot better. It just is more precise, I find, and the fact that it's a concealer will clean up any of that eyeshadow that got anywhere that you didn't want it to be. And this also acts as a great base for Nars Pygar, which we're going in with later. Because it's a glittery shadow, it's nice to have a little bit of a base, so it will stick to this concealer. Now I'm taking this green olive glittery shade from Nars called Pygar, and I'm taking it on an eyeshadow brush and spraying it with some MAC Fix Plus just to get it that nice intense shade. Now I'm using the brush that comes from the Urban Decay Naked palette. First I'm just laying on the eyeshadow with the larger end of the eyeshadow brush, but then later you're going to see me go in with that smaller end so that I can get around that crease and make it really precise. I'm taking my Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper and just lining my upper eyelid I like to pull on the side of my eye. It just helps me draw where that wing should be. I'm not drawing an intense wing, nothing, you know, too thick or dramatic, because I still want you to be able to see the beautiful color once I add lashes on. I'm taking a gold liner. This one happens to be from NYX, and just for an additional pop of glitter, I decided that I wanted to put some gold right on top of that black eyeliner. This is completely optional if you think it's too much glitter. I understand, but I wanted this to be a super girly, glittery look. I'm curling my eyelashes using my Tarte eyelash curler, and then I'm going to use some of my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara before I go in and apply some falsies. For my lashes today, I'm going to be using the Eylure Luxe Faux Mink Opulent lashes. And this is what I do when I'm listening to my Latin workout Pandora radio and waiting for my lashes to dry. Yep, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, now that my lash glue is finally dry, we can end with that small dance session. And for my lower lash line, I'm just going in with the very end shade in that Naked 3 palette and blending underneath my eyes. Then I'm just taking a larger blending brush just to really smoke out that lower lash line. And to add even more glitter, I'm going in with this Anastasia liner in liquid gold, and I'm just putting that in the inner tear ducts of my eyes. And then I'm going to top it off with even more glitter. I'm going back in with that gold glitter from NYX and just putting it right on top of that Anastasia liner. And then I'm just going to add some of that Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara on the lower lash line. I'm going in with this Nars nude shade. Any nude shade will work, just to line the waterline and make your eyes even bigger. To contour, I'm using my Hoola bronzer and this Sonia Kashuk brush, and I'm just chiseling out my cheekbones and then pushing that powder up, not down, to make sure that the lower half of your cheek stays light. Then I'm taking this big fluffy brush and my Sunny Bunny Too Faced bronzer and using that to bronze up my skin. The Hoola bronzer is a bit more matte, which is why it's a great contour shade, whereas this one has a little bit of a sheen to it, so it just makes your skin look more healthy and less flat, which is what a matte bronzer would do. But I'm going back into the Hoola bronzer to contour my nose. And I'm still listening to my Latin radio and I'm dancing again. I'm using this Clinique Cheek Pop Blush Pop in the color Melon Pop. This blush has a really wonderful formula. It feels kind of like a cream, but it goes on like a powder, so it just looks really flawless. I want to try and get some other shades, but this is just a really nice peachy shade. And I'm using a Makeup of the Day blush brush. For highlight, I'm going in with my Tarte Exposed highlighting powder, and I'm using my Real Techniques contour brush. I'm using my finger just to add a little bit on the tip of my nose and then buffing that out with the brush. Now I'm just applying some or a lot of that highlighter to the high points of my cheeks, and then I'm just applying a little bit of it right underneath my brows to add a little bit of sparkle and to lift them up a little higher and make them look a bit more fluky. I'm going to take off my lip mask. I have the Laneige sleeping mask on, and then I'm going to go in with this Loreal Color Riche lip liner in Beyond Pink. It's pretty much the same shade as my lips, so I really like using it before glosses just to outline the outer point of my lips, but not making it look, you know, too different from my lip color. So I don't really have to fill in my lips with this. And to top it off, I'm using this Lorac lip gloss in Duchess. And that is the completed look. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let me know what you want to see next in the comments bar.